So this sounds like an interesting concept. Episode 3, Lesson Zero. And it's Twilight panicking that she can't, get a lesson. I'm sure I'm gonna be disappointed by this, as always, but, something that Phineas and Ferb did was they had this very strict formula they followed. Phineas and Ferb, or Phineas specifically, would be like, oh, I know what we're doing today, and then they would do the thing. Meanwhile, Perry would go off in his, whatever adventure and fight Doofenshmirtz, and then whatever Doofenshmirtz was making that day would destroy the boys' build. And then meanwhile Candace is trying to bust her brothers, and it just wouldn't work because Doof's thing would always destroy it right before their mom got back. So it's that very strict formula that they follow, but they very quickly start playing with it, and that's what makes that show so interesting, even though it is so formulaic. This show has been following a similar but simpler formula. Well, similar in the sense that it's also following a formula. It's basically just some character has a problem, and then they realize the solution to their problem, and then that's it. Then they learn that they're being stupid and not being good friends. I can't talk about this with a straight face. Rather than being good friends is how they solve their problems or whatever it is. It's a pretty strict formula, but if this actually plays with it and then they keep playing with the formula, then that could be interesting. But I seriously doubt it'll be interesting. Of course, the last episode, which was the two-part thing, the villain guy got defeated at the end, and yeah, and that did make me realize that's what this is missing, or one of the many things this is missing. There's no looming threat. In Gravity Falls, you always know there's that mystery. There's what's with these journals? What's going on with all that stuff? And then when Bill gets introduced, it's what is Bill planning? How is he gonna get here? There's so many questions. And then in the Star, there's always all the villains built up. There's so many things like that make it interesting, even though it is able to maintain an episodic nature. But even then, characters can still grow and all that. This is just a bunch of literally. If you were gonna watch this to try and understand the show, you could probably watch first few minutes of the first episode, and then I guess maybe you'd have to watch more than that because there's the villain, and then that's literally all you need to watch to understand what this show is. That's not even an exaggeration. You literally don't need to watch any of it to understand the show, or the plot and stuff. I still don't understand why people like this show who are older than 5 years old, but that's what I'm trying to do. I'll just watch it now. Enter the Pain. Another boring start, as always. Oh, is this different? This is the same song. I guess they just redid it. Oh, there's new backgrounds. This feels slightly less grating, actually. I'm not sure why, though. I mean, it's still really grating, but it's something about that is less obnoxious. Maybe I've just seen it too many times. It's still going from getting stabbed 3 times to getting stabbed 2 times. It seems more like getting stabbed 100 times and then getting stabbed 99 times. That's the level of improvement, but it's so far it's just, what is this supposed to be? Is she wasting time because she doesn't want to admit that she doesn't know what she's going to do today?
Give a baby dragon a—
Okay, wait. She just said baby dragon. He's definitely a baby, and Rarity is definitely an adult because she was a baby in the flashback. So why, I say this every time, why is Spike and Rarity implied to be a thing that is just so beyond creepy? Wait, what was that with the background? What? Is this where you're... I don't even know what I'm trying to go with this. It's just boring. Okay, the joke with the background kind of made sense the first time, but there it didn't make any sense. Why would he... Whatever. It's just her... She's being overly paranoid. It's almost impressive how they're able to take such a simple, bare-bones concept and then just drag it out into 20 minutes. It's almost impressive how they're able to just make it so boring. One thing I've noticed with that character, she is just so, overacting. The screams. It's like someone's actually about to kill her. Oh my... This is just so nothing. God damn, this is boring. This just feels even more dumb than a lot of the other episodes. I'm not sure why. This feels like the... Wait, why do some of the apple trees have no apples, but then some have apples? I guess that makes some sense. So if it's she's harvesting some of them? I don't know. I'm just beyond bored right now. Wow, I thought there was nothing with the stories. The last 2 episodes that are story-based. This is just there's just so absolutely nothing. I guess it's supposed to be funny because she isn't normally violent. Why? They said scaredy pony, but that doesn't even make sense. The expression is scaredy cat, you wouldn't say scaredy human. Ugh, whatever. She still hasn't talked to Pinkie Pie yet. I just have nothing to say about any of this. There's just so much nothing. It's the simple concept of someone being overly worried about something. That in and of itself does not warrant 22 minutes for an episode. With Amphibia, for example. It's the a similar kind of thing they're doing with what this show is, except with Amphibia, the episodes are short, and there's something more to what they're doing than that's like unique to that show than just the lesson. So then it works in that short format. And then something like Gravity Falls, there's always this interesting adventure they go on with so many ideas. Like in Gravity Falls, it might be about going on a big time travel adventure, or they're trying to figure out, or Dipper's trying to figure out how to get with Wendy, even though he knows it won't work, or exploring this mysterious bunker, or like there's so many lessons like that. They're all lessons that are put into a long episode, and there they have ideas and substance. There's just so nothing for this concept. It's literally just she's overly paranoid. That's the plot. There's nothing to it. I guess she's just falling into insanity. I don't know why, but it's not funny, her just falling into insanity. Normally a character going to insanity like this would be really funny to me, but it's just not. I don't know why though. What? This is really starting to drag on. It's not that it's starting to drag on. It's been dragging on more and more and more and more. Ugh. But now he wants it. I just feel like skipping every episode in this season, or like just looking through the descriptions and see if any of them sound like they might be a story. But then that would be kind of defeating the purpose of what I'm trying to do here. I'm just gonna keep torturing myself though. Oh, is she actually gonna be mad and not just whatever? Wait, so he still likes it? Why did he run away with the doll there? I guess that's the joke. Oh my gosh, shut up. What? Oh, now she knows a lesson. God.
Like you all to report to me your...
Oh no. Oh. Okay. Wait, so does that mean all 6 of these idiots are gonna have to send letters all the time? So does that mean the format of the show is actually gonna change now? So now they're all gonna say it instead of just her? Whatever. I'm just glad this garbage is finally ending. God, is it ending? Yay, it ended. Yep, just another piece of crap. As I was expecting. I have so little to say. I mean, the plot of this is literally just Twilight can't think of a lesson just to write about, and so she gets overly paranoid and causes a bunch of problems. That's the entire plot for a 22-minute episode. What? Like, that is the kind of thing you'd make a tiny short little segment out of, not dragging it out into 22 minutes. Like, you can have a lesson learned and a basic idea, but you need to flesh that out. Make that there's something kind of interesting going on, some kind of anything. This is literally just her dicking around the world, struggling to find something to make a letter out of. That's it. You could take this episode probably and cut it down to like 5 minutes, and without even making any new animation or voice acting or anything, just editing, you could cut this down to 5 minutes and get across the same point but more effectively, because it wouldn't be so dragged out. That's really it. I'll give this a... Yeah. Oh, I almost want to say a 1.5. No, I can't give any of these less than a 2. Because I feel like if I give it less than a 2, then it's just like so beyond bad. Like, to get for an episode to have lower than a 2, I feel like it needs to have significant technical flaws. Like if you look at something like the Amazing Bulk, that horrible attempt at a Hulk parody, like that would get like a 1 or a half from me. I haven't actually seen it. I've just seen the I hate everything review for it. Like that's the kind of what I mean. Like that level of just technical flaws. Yeah. So I'll give this episode 2 out of 10. There's just absolutely nothing whatsoever at all. I guess kind of something. They said that now all the characters are sending a letter. So I guess maybe they are gonna play with the formula a little bit. I kind of doubt it, but whatever. Also something. While I was like looking for pictures or something for one of the videos, I ended up finding this clip. Or no, it was a thumbnail for a video I was just scrolling through. I think I just searched reaction, My Little Pony reaction, I think is what I searched. And it was like this big group of people, and it was like them reacting to something about a wedding. And that was like, I think that also is one of the highest rated episodes on this. I don't know. I just remember seeing that, and it's just like, is that gonna be something? Because that just seemed like, and I think that episode was also mentioned or was like listed in a lot of those thumbnails as well. Thumbnails and titles. So it's like, maybe that'll be something. Ugh. I still got a long way to go before this suffering ends. It's just so much nothing.